All right, what's up, guys? I'm Mike Lowe. We're back. Episode 3. It's the draft. Josh Davidson will be the pick here, just to give you a look at his player profile. 21-year-old nose tackle out of Georgia. Love seeing the elite strength. I don't think I've ever seen elite speed and elite strength. Great acceleration and agility. This dude looks like a total freak. Looking really, really good across the board. Pick is in. He was ranked number 3 in true value, so there's definitely a couple sleepers here in this draft, but hey, we'll take that. The idea isn't getting it perfect, it's just getting the right player. He does come in with normal dev, but that's not like a death sentence like it used to be in Madden. We can still work with this. He'll be highly rated, and I love that 96 strength. So looking at the top 10, we have a run on defensive tackle. 7 of the top 10 picks are DT, including the first 3. The quarterbacks went pick 4 to the Jets and pick 5 to the Browns. The only non-DT or quarterback taken in the top 10, cornerback Sean Pearson, number 7 to the Dolphins. All right, so jumping to the first pick in the second round, and Nick Francisco is still here, a player that we were considering even for the first overall pick, has fallen big time. It's going to come down between him or Max Moses here, a linebacker from Virginia Tech. Francisco looks like a monster. A power moves, A tackle. He's got elite jumping, great strength. Just for his size, looking pretty solid here. I'm a little worried about the injury of a D. It's a little concerning. Also, tackle A, I don't care too much about on a defensive lineman, but I love the power moves. I love the impact blocking, as that should help him shed more tackles. Taking a closer look at Max Moses, A block shedding, A pursuit, A tackle, B zone coverage. He's a run stopper archetype. He's got elite speed, which I know everyone will be very excited about. Change of direction, great, and still pretty solid acceleration there with a good score. And some really nice grades here overall. Still has the injury of D. You know, I would always prioritize a defensive lineman over a linebacker, but I do feel like Moses is the better player, so this is a tough call. Taking a look at some of the other players that could be rated even higher, but we just don't have fully scouted, and 3 of them are edge. One of them is a receiver. I just don't really think it's a risk I want to take when we know we have a solid player here at least. These guys might be a little bit better, but they could be a lot worse. Well, we'll have to wait and see if I make the right decision, but I'm going to go with Max Moses, and I just really like his makeup a lot. Like, I'm surprised he comes in as a run stopper. Like, this dude just looks like he could be really, really special linebacker, and we're going to go with him. So we'll see if I make the right choice here. Okay, B-, he was ranked 44, we picked him 33. Again, not terrible, but I'm happy with the pick. He's got hidden dev. I'm not a surprise that we knew he'd be a good pick. 87 speed for a run-stopping linebacker is pretty wild. 87 acceleration. I think he's going to be really special. So we'll have to compare him to Francisco after the draft. And Nick Francisco just went pick 36 to the Jets. First pick in the third round, we're going tight end Jalen Benedict. All right, so we get a B+ pick for this. 77th ranked player. We drafted him at 65, so a little bit early, but hidden dev there. We'll take that. 88 acceleration, 83 speed, not too bad for this size there. So yeah, pretty happy with this pick. Round 4, we're gonna go right tackle Cliff Abraham. Nothing too crazy here. Just give you a quick look, but we'll see. Nice to have some offensive line depth. All right, bad pick. In the 5th round, we find some pretty good value here in cornerback Tremont McNeil, ranked 98th. We picked him 129. And I really liked a lot of his grades that you'll see here in a second. He's also got some nice size at 6'1". And again, here are the grades that I thought popped pretty nice for a 5th round corner. And we finish with a huge whimper with our 6th round, which is our final pick. We pick center Will McClendon out of Alabama. He was ranked the 265th player in the draft, and we picked him at 131. So looking at the Saints draft class, we come in with Josh Davidson, first pick in the draft out of Georgia, but normal dev. Moses, the linebacker, is hidden dev, as is the tight end. Benedict, Abram, a tackle, and McNeil, a corner, are both normal. And then our 6th round pick, Will McClendon, actually comes in as a hidden dev center. I forgot to show this, I think, when I picked him, and I almost picked him in the 5th round, so I was really excited to see him still be there in the 6th and have hidden dev. We just take a look around at a few spots. We won't go through the whole draft, but Eric Castillo is a hidden dev defensive tackle. So is Jackson Preston, and so are both of the quarterbacks. They're rated a little bit lower there, but nice to see that they're going to hopefully be serviceable. Nick Francisco is another guy we were looking at who had that top 5 grade originally, but he comes in as normal dev. I was really excited when we got Benedict in the 3rd round as a hidden dev tight end, but the 2 guys who went after him were also hidden trait devs who are rated higher. I was also excited to see the GOAT himself, Miguel Cabrera, make it to the NFL. All right, so we're ready to start our Saints head coaching career here. The draft is done. The offseason is essentially done. We're going to work through the preseason, and we'll be getting in the games next. So pretty happy with the draft. A lot of hidden dev. First overall pick could be a bit of a project himself. We'll have to see. But this team is an uphill battle for sure. We're not going to be a playoff team probably this first year. So a lot more to come. Guys, I appreciate you checking out the videos. Thanks for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you next time.